Alright, hello everyone on YouTube. TheMainManSWE here, coming at you from Twitch again with another Season 3 breakdown, and this time it's Negan. And no other character transformation makes me as happy as Negan in Season 3. I was so hyped for him when he was announced for Season 2, and then when he was released, I couldn't help but be a little bit disappointed. I liked the Intimidation stance, but there were too few ways of transitioning into it. Doing it manually, of course, is one thing, but down forward 4-2, down forward 1-2, all of these ways of going into it, or down back 2, it didn't really do it for me. Those strings were kind of crap, and he was in many ways very unsafe. His Intimidation stance didn't feel like a complete stance. It didn't have a low. Maybe that was the design they were going for, but it felt like a rushed character when it came to his gameplay design. He did not feel like a finished character. But finally, they fixed him in all of the ways I wanted him to be fixed, and he feels complete. He feels unique. He's so much fun to play. This is exactly what I wanted, and I love this character from Walking Dead, portrayed with so much charisma, you know, from Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and it feels like we finally have him. Season 2 was a beta on the character, and now he's ready, and I couldn't be happier. Finally. So what was it that happened? 1-2 can transition into Intimidation stance. This should have been here already with Season 2, but now, thankfully, we finally have it. So a great way to go into Intimidation, 1-2, either on Punish or on Block, hold 2, and we have Intimidation. And Intimidation had a lot of mix-ups in Season 2, but finally we have a low in down 2 that is unseeable, does a chunk of damage, gives frame advantage, has got great range, and it's a weapon. He's swinging Lucille, it can't be low parried. Really nice. And his 1+2 from Intimidation is now a backlash. Bam! It's now a screw launcher, and it still remains a power crush, but it's no longer neutral on block, it is now -9. So yes, it is still safe, and it is very fast. So very, very good news. Very, very good news. So Intimidation stance now is a very complete stance. You have Intimidation 1-2, which is a fantastic mid. You have a standing 2 for frame advantage and knockdown on hits into the Glen Molester. Huge launcher and down for 2 if you want to be risky and get a huge reward. You have a goddamn backlash. You have a low. You have an unbreakable throw. You have an unblockable. Like, the sky's the limit now with the Intimidation stance. It is, wow, what a mix-up heavy character now. And with additional ways of going into Intimidation, like 1-2, and we're gonna cover the new move while standing 1-2, it's, Negan is a very strong character suddenly, especially with the additional buffs that we're going to go over now. Forward 4-2 is long range knockdown mid, used to be -11. Look at the range. It is now -9, so it is perfectly safe. That's a big buff. And then his forward 1+2 used to be a long-range knockdown mid that is safe in Season 1. No, 2, sorry. And now it is a launcher on normal hit. No counter hit required. A normal hit, this super long-range mid will launch the opponent. So again, this is a big buff. It's pretty slow, a bit sluggish, but the range is just incredible on this attack. Like, seriously, it will hit from 50 meters away, it feels like. And then, of course, Negan's combos work from any angle, so it doesn't matter that Akuma turns around, Negan can combo you from any angle. No problem. And then we have his new move while standing 1-2. Boom, boom, which is basically his down forward 1-2. But it's from while standing, and it's 12 frames fast. So basically, any low they throw at you, if you block it, boom, boom, into +7 frames. And if you hold the 2 button, you're ready there with Lucille in Intimidation stance at +7 frames. So yeah, that's a very good Punisher, very good indeed. And then we have down forward 3-1-2, very delayable. It's a cool string, but this is obviously mid-high, so they can duck the second hit. But on the third hit, so you have a mix-up, well, not really a mix-up, both of those are mids. But this, if you do hit the 2 here, you're now +4 on hit. And in Season 2 it was neutral on hit, so it's a slight buff. And back to 3 on block knocks the opponent back quite a bit now. Much more pushback. That's very nice. So all of these buffs are great. We got some nerfs as well. Down for 2 has now no pushback whatsoever on block. And as you might know, it is -14. Am I correct here, chat? I don't. It's not -15. It's -14. But no pushback whatsoever anymore on block. So yeah, whatever Punisher your opponent has to hurt you with, it's gonna be very easy to do so. So that's quite a big nerf, to be honest. But you should not be throwing that recklessly, either way. 1-2-2, the last hit there, it's not like Negan is well known for his tracking, it's quite the opposite actually, but he got reduced tracking now on the last hit here. But that's a normal hit launcher, in case you didn't know. And then we have his push, 2+3. On counter hit, it gives you +16 in Season 2. They've reduced the advantage now to only +14. That still gives you a guaranteed Intimidation 1-2 for wall splat. But you used to get 1+2 in Season 1, so obviously they did this nerf because his 1+2 is now a launcher. That would be a little bit too good. So yes, that is Negan in Season 3, and I'm so happy. As I said, he's now I really wanted to like him in Season 2, but the design and the gameplay wasn't really there. So I kind of ended up not playing him a whole lot. But Season 3, they fixed him to an extent where I just can't wait to play him more in ranked. He's so much fun. So yeah, hats off to Bandai Namco. They nailed it finally with Negan. Good shit.